Dear students, today we are starting our third chapter of Maths 1, that is arithmetic progression. First of all, I am telling you what about we are studying in this chapter. At first, we shall study about sequence, means what mean by sequence. Then we have to see the definition of arithmetic progression. Then we shall study about nth term of an AP, and last part of the chapter is sum of n terms of an AP. Okay, so now we are starting with sequence. What mean by sequence? Let us see here. Sequence. Here I am writing some numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on. Okay. In this order of the numbers, we can tell the position of any number. Means here, for example, number 4 is at 4th position, number 7 is at 7th position, number 2 is at 2nd position. Means in this way we can definitely tell the position of any number in this order. Okay, so what mean by sequence? A sequence means a set of numbers where the numbers are arranged in a definite order like the natural numbers is called a sequence. Here we shall take another example. Second example, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, then 64, 81, 100 and so on. Let us see in this order of the numbers. Here 25 is equal to the square of 5 is at 5th position. Similarly, we can tell that 9 is equal to square of 3 is at 3rd position. Then 64 is equal to square of 8 is at 8th position. 100 is equal to square of 10 is at 10th position. So in this set of numbers also place of each number is determined. Here also 36 is equal to square of 6 is at the 6th position. Then here 1 is equal to square of 1 is at the 1st position. So in this set of numbers place of each number is determined here. So what mean by sequence actually? I am telling you what mean by sequence with these examples. A set of numbers, here you can see that a set of numbers where the numbers are arranged in a definite order, like the natural numbers, is called a sequence. A set of numbers. Here I am also writing the definition of sequence. A set of numbers, a set of numbers where the numbers are arranged in a definite order, like the natural numbers, is called a sequence, Okay, so this is the definition of sequence. A set of numbers where the numbers are arranged in a definite order like the natural numbers is called a sequence. Now I am telling you, in a sequence a particular number is written at a particular position. Here if the numbers are written as A1, A2, A3, A4, A5 and so on. Then A1 is at the first position, A2 is at the second position, A3 is at third position, A4 is at fourth position, A5 is at the fifth position and so on. Okay, so it is clear that an is at the nth place, means nth position. Here A1 is at the first position, A2 is at the second position, A3 is at third position, A4 is at the fourth position, A5 is at the fifth position and so on, and An is at the nth position or nth place. Okay, you got it? Now next example. I am telling you the important thing that in general only those sequences are studied where there is a rule which determines the next term. Not all the sequences are studied here. Only in general only those sequences are studied where there is a rule which determines the next term. If there is no rule which determines the next term, those sequences are not studied in general. Okay, now terms in a sequence. I am telling you terms in a sequence. How we can identify terms in a sequence? In a sequence, ordered terms are represented as T1, then T2, T3, then T4 and so on, and here Tn. Okay, means here the first term of a sequence means T1. T2 is the second term of the sequence. T3 is the third term of the sequence. T4 is the fourth term of the sequence, and nth term is Tn. Tn is the nth term of the sequence. In general, sequence is written as here in curly bracket Tn. This is called as the sequence. Okay, if the sequence is infinite for every positive integer n, there is a term Tn. If the sequence is infinite for every positive integer n, there is a term Tn. So here we are taking activity 1 of our textbook, page number 56. Activity 1. Let us see here. Activity 1. Some sequences are given below. Show the positions of the terms by T1, T2 and T3. First example, 9, 15, 21, 27. Here in this sequence, T1 means first term of the sequence. First term is 9, so T1 is equal to 9 here. Okay, then T2 is equal to 15. T2 means second term of the sequence is 15. Then T3 means third term of the sequence is 21 here. And fourth term means T4 is equal to 27. Okay, now second example, 7, 7, 7, 7. Here T1 means first term of the sequence is 7 here. Then T2 means second term of the sequence is also here 7. Then third term means T3 is equal to also 7 here, and fourth term of the sequence is also here 7. Got it? Now example number 3. -2, -6, -10 and -14 and so on. Here T1 means first term of the sequence is -2. Then second term is T2 is equal to -6. Then third term means T3 is equal to -10, and fourth term means T4 is equal to -14. So here T1 is equal to -2, T2 is equal to -6, T3 means third term of the sequence is -10, and fourth term means T4 is equal to 14 here. Okay, so in this way we have completed activity 1 from page number 56 here. Okay, now next, here activity 2. Activity 2. First example of second activity. Here, first of all, I am reading a question. Some sequences are given below. Check whether there is any rule among the terms. Find the similarity between two sequences. Okay. To check the rule for the terms of the sequence, look at the arrangements on the next page. That is, I am showing you. Okay. And fill the empty boxes suitably. So first example, 1, 4, 7, 10, 13 and so on. Let us see the relation in these sequences. Here 1, first term is 1 and second term is 4. So what is the relation between them? We have to find out. Here 1 plus 3 is equal to 4 and 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. Then 7 plus 3 is equal to 10 and 10 plus 3 is equal to 13. Means here in first example, next term is obtained by adding 3, means a particular number, to the previous number. So it is called as an arithmetic progression. So here 1 means first term, here T1, T2, T3, T4 and T5. So here first term means T1 is equal to 1. Okay. Then T2. T2 is equal to 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3. That means T1 plus 3. Okay. Then here 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. Now here T3 means third term of the sequence. T3 is equal to here 7 is equal to T2 means here 4 plus 3, that is T2 plus 3. Then T4 is equal to T4 is 10 is equal to 7 plus 3. That means T3, 7 means T3 third term. So T3 plus 3. And here T5 is equal to 13. So here 13 means 10 plus 3. 10 means fourth term, means T4 plus 3. Now the next two terms we have to find out with this rule. Here number 3 is adding. Okay. So T6 is equal to here T5 plus 3. T5 is 13 here plus 3 is equal to 13 plus 3 is 16. So T6 is equal to 16 here also. Then T7 is equal to T6. Next term T6 plus 3. T6 is equal to 16 plus 3 is equal to 16 plus 3 is 19. So here T6 is 16 and T7 is 19. So next two terms of the sequence are 16 and 19. Okay, and here a particular number, next term is obtained by adding a particular number, that is 3. Yeah, number 3. Okay. Now next example on next page. Let us see second example. 6, 12, 18, 24 and so on. Here the four terms are given to us of a sequence, and we have to find, first of all we have to find the relation between consecutive terms. Then we have to find next two terms of the sequence. Okay, here first term means T1 is equal to 6, then T2 is 12. Second term means here 6 plus 6 is equal to 12. 6 means first term means T1 plus 6. Okay, now T3 is equal to, T3 is 18, that means here 12 plus 6 is equal to 18, and 12 means second term means T2 plus 6 here. Then T4 is equal to 24 is equal to, third term means 18 plus 6 is equal to 24, and here 18 means third term means T3 plus 6, means here we can find here a particular number, that is 6. Particular number, that is 6, is added to find the next term. So we can definitely find out next two terms by this rule. How? Let us see here. Here now T5 is equal to, here T3, now T4 plus a particular number means 6 here. So T4 plus 6 is equal to T4. T4 is equal to 24 plus 6. So 24 plus 6 is 30. Now T6. T6 is equal to T5, next term T5 plus 6 is equal to T5. T5 is here 30 plus 6 is equal to 30 plus 6, 36. 30 plus 6, 36. So in this way we have found here next two terms, means T5 is equal to 30 and T6 is equal to 36 here. Okay, so in this way we have studied second example. Now example number 3. 3, 3, 3, 3 and so on. Let us see in this example. Here T1 means first term, T1 is equal to 3. Okay, then T2 is equal to 3. Okay, that means first term means 3 plus 0. T 3 plus 0 is equal to 3, that means 3 means first term means t1 plus 0. Now t3 is equal to also 3, that means here 3 plus 0 means t2 plus 0, and t4 also is equal to 3, that is 3 plus 0 here is equal to t3 plus 0. Here you can see that each term means t1, t2, t3, t4, t1, t2, t3, t4, each term is the same. Why? Because only a particular number here 0 is added to a previous number. Here t1 is 3, then t2 means here 0 is added to previous number, then here also 0 is added to previous number, then here t4 0 is added to previous number. So here a particular number, that means here 0 is added to previous number to get the next term. So now here t5 is equal to t4 plus 0. t4 is here, let us see, 3 plus 0 is equal to also 3, and t6 is equal to here t5 plus 0. t5 is equal to here 3 plus 0, so 3 plus 0 is also 3. So here we have found next two terms, means t5 is equal to 3 and also t6 is equal to 3 here. Okay, now example number 4. Example number 4. 4, 16, 64 and so on. Here we have to find the relation between two consecutive terms. Here first term means t1 is equal to 4, then t2 means second term is 16, but how it will come? Let us see here. First term means t1 is 4 multiplied by 4. 4 4s are 16. So here t1 multiplied by 4 means first term multiplied by 4 is equal to t2. Now t3 is equal to 64 is equal to 64. How it will come? So here the previous term means 16 multiplied by 4. 16 4s are 64. That means the previous term means t2 multiplied by 4 is equal to 64. That is t3 means third term. Now we have to find here 4 multiplied by previous term. 4 multiplied by previous term. Okay. So now we have to find out next two terms, means t4 is equal to here t3 multiplied by 4. t3 is 64 multiplied by 4. So here 4 4s are 16. 4 4s are 16. Carried 1. Then 4 6 are 24. 4 6 are 24 plus 1 is 25. So 64 4s are 256. That is fourth term of this sequence is 256. and now T5 is equal to T4 multiplied by 4 is equal to T4 is 256 multiplied by 4. So here 4 6 are 24, okay, carried 2, then 4 5 are 20 plus 2 22, carried 2 also. So 4 2 are 8 plus 2 10. So T5 is equal to T4 multiplied by 4 is equal to T4 is 256 multiplied by 4, that means 1024. So T5 is here 1024. So in this way we have completed our fourth example in second activity. Now example number 5 here. Let us see. -1, then -1.5, then -2, then -2.5, okay, and so on. Here T1 means first term is -1, then T2, that is second term, is -1.5, means here first term is -1 plus -0.5 is equal to -1.5, okay. That means here T2 plus minus 0.5, okay. Now T3 is equal to -2 is equal to the previous term, means here T2 is -1.5 plus -0.5 is equal to here T3, here T1, here T1 and here T2, here T1 and here T2 plus -0.5 here. Now T4 is equal to -2.5 is equal to here the previous term, means -2, -2 plus -0.5 is equal to the previous term, means T3 plus -0.5, okay. Now we can definitely find out next two terms of the sequence. T5 first. T5 is equal to here T4 plus -0.5 here. Here plus -0.5 plus -0.5 plus -0.5. So here also T4 plus -0.5 is equal to T4 is -2.5. T4 is -2.5 plus -0.5 is equal to minus plus, and here 2.5 plus 0.5 is 5 plus 5 10, carried 1 plus 2 3, so 3.0 means 3, and the sign of the same means minus, so here -3, so T5 is -3 here. Now next term, that is t6 is equal to here the previous term means t5 plus here minus 0.5. The same number is equal to t5. t5 is minus 3 plus minus 0.5 is equal to here also minus minus plus, and here 3 plus 0.5. so here 3 means 3.0. okay, so 0 plus 5 is 5 and 3 plus 0 is 3, so 3 plus 0.5 is equal to 3.5, and sign is the same, means minus 3.5 is the sixth term of this sequence. So in this way we have proved we have solved our fifth example. Means we have here first of all found out the relation between each two consecutive terms here. okay, and then we have found next two terms here. I think you better understood how I found out next two terms of each sequence here. Now let us see example number 6, that is very different from them. Number 6, example number 6, cube of 1, cube of 2, and cube of 3, and so on. Here you can see in the sequence first, in this first sequence, then second, third, and fifth. In the sequences 1, 2, 3, and 5, the similarity is that next term is here, next term is here, next term is obtained or got by adding a particular number here, by adding 6 in second example, in first example by adding 3 here. Okay, in example number 3 by adding 0 here. okay, and example number 5 by adding here minus 0.5. so here the similarity is that example number first means example number 1, 2, 3, and 5, the similarity is that next term is got or obtained or achieved by adding a particular number to the previous number here. Previous number here also, let us see previous number. Here you can see previous number. So each of these sequences is called an arithmetic progression. Means example number 1, example number 2, example number 3, and example number 5 are the examples of arithmetic progression. But here sequence number 4 is very different. It is not an arithmetic progression. Why? In this sequence the next term here, next term is obtained by multiplying the previous number or previous term. Here multiplying 4 by previous number, here also. okay, so here in this sequence the next term is achieved by multiplying the previous term by a particular number here. okay, so this type of sequence is called a geometric progression. So example number 4 is a type of or example of geometric term by multiplying a particular number. Okay, so it is called a geometric progression. Now you can see sequence 6 is neither arithmetic progression nor geometric progression. Sequence 6 is very different from any other. It is neither arithmetic progression nor geometric progression. But here I am telling you, in this year, means in standard 10th, we are only studying about arithmetic progression here. We are definitely we won't study about here geometric progression. We are only studying about arithmetic progression. Okay, so next period we are studying about arithmetic progression. Okay, then we have to take practice set 3.1. okay, so now we are stopping here. Okay, so yeah, bye students.